Hey everyone! Since love is a hot topic, I decided to be outside where it's a little hot and enjoy this week's discussion. This week we're jumping into the love songs. The love songs that really made you either enjoy being in love, reminisce being in love, um, think about the times that you were in love, giving yourself like a meaning to the love that you might be currently experiencing. These songs that existed, we can go back to the 70s. We have songs in various genres. And all across all these genres, these amazing artists were able to depict amazing passion when it came to love. Are we defining it inside of the songs? We're just talking about it. So, songs such as good old Elvis Presley, right? Can't Help Falling in Love. Or our lovely Beyonce, Dangerously in Love. Or John Lennon, All of Me. Adele, Someone Like You. Or What's Love Got to Do with It? These songs, they created a fun aspect of love. Whether you were hurt or whether you were enjoying it, the songs really actually made you, I guess, feel it. Now we've been discussing whether love was an emotion, an experience. We've just been discussing it, right? But that's why we're diving into it. So this week we're gonna go into what those songs sound like, what those songs meant like to you, and let's just begin this discussion. So, as hot as it is, and as hot as this topic of love is, I want us to just continue to dive in. Let's go. So I wanted to jump right in and get right to it. Okay, one of my favorite songs um, that like go way back when it comes to love is Elvis Presley, and he wrote "Can't Help Falling in Love." Now that is like a classic, when he sings, "Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you." Like he mentions just from that one specific piece, he goes into wise advice, but then the aspect of you're like kind of like a fool when you're in love and you can't help yourself and you just go deeper. And so, like, literally from these four stanzas inside of the piece, you get an understanding, an aspect of how he might have felt when he was in love, or what he's depicting when it comes to love. And that's why we're diving into this part of love, the songwriting, the passionate side, the storytelling that came behind the songs that were written when it came to these different categories of love. And that's just one of many. So I want you to post into the comments what your favorite love song is, the story that it told, um, whether it was full of heartbreak, whether it was full of like passion, whether it was telling the story of a best friend. Because there's different categories of love, right? We've kind of dived into family and friends and romance. There's so many categories when it comes to love, and that's what these artists dived into. And so I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite love songs? Let's go. Let's talk about it. I am in love with you. You set me free. I can't do this thing called life without you here with me, 'cause I'm dangerously in love with you. I may not, um, know all the lyrics or know all the songs that exist, but because we're diving into the topics of what these artists felt when it came to love, I just decided to, let it out myself. Because what love song isn't a song that you can sing with, that you can, you know, feel a little bit of what they might have felt with, even if you've never experienced love before. Singing it brought out some sort of like emotion and almost like you got to live the experience with them a little bit. And so that's kind of why it's also fun that we're diving into the love songs this week and the story that they tell, because there was a story behind it. Dangerously in love. So then, does that mean love is dangerous? Or does that mean her experience was dangerous? Or does that mean like the concept of being in love is dangerous because you can't control yourself? It's chaotic, as some might say. I don't know. That's why we're talking about it. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. We're going to continue to dive into this topic because, or not just this topic, but this week on all the love songs, okay? Because it's great, it's fun, it's an experience, right? So I'm kind of double dabbing in some of these different songs, and earlier this week I spoke about Elvis Presley, and we talked about being dangerously in love. I want to also dive into puppy love, when we were younger and we thought we were so in love and like we saw this girl and or this guy, I'm kind of going based off of songs here. So I'm using Usher for an example, right? He's talking about, some girl that he once knew. Ring a bell? What song is that? You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look at you. Won't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. So then in this example, right, he went through something traumatic. So loves put people in something traumatic. They might have like had puppy love to begin with, right? And like felt bubbly or whatever the case was. And then something traumatizing happened and they went through a horrible experience, and who wants to go through that again? So when they meet someone that reminds them of that experience, chances are done, even though the girl might have not done anything or might not even be exactly the same as that person. So this can go for the flip side. This can go for, men too. Women go through different things, and that traumatic experience that they went through, if they meet someone that's similar, it's like, ugh, you don't want to give that guy a chance. And unfortunately, that's unfortunate for that guy. So, yeah, there's a lot of storytelling in these songs, and I think it's just worth diving into further and further and further. And so it's exciting, and I'm outside and I'm sweating and dripping hot. But hey, we're gonna keep doing this because love is a hot topic. As we go further and further into this topic of the genres of love and the categories that musical artists went over when it came to their love songs, or their stories that they wrote inside of the songs that they wrote. We've so far gone over a few, but I definitely want to hear from you. I have some favorites, and sometimes for me, it's not necessarily maybe what they're talking about, but it's more so like the beat. But I guess the beat and the melody, it depicts their emotion, and so somehow that passion is felt within their music, right? No matter what they're saying. But some people, they go into the lyrics and they go into the words and they're like, no, but like you gotta hear what they're saying. Like their message is deep, and it's true. That's why they wrote it, right? Songwriting is a huge deal when it comes to these love songs and the story that they're telling, or the story that they're portraying, right? And that's why I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what is your story inside of these love songs, or your favorite song that might have depicted how you might felt, or even if like you might not have been like all about the words like some people. What songs like really like tapped into your soul, like made you feel like this is my jam, and it just so happened to be a love song, like for example, Leona Lewis, right? Keep bleeding, keep bleeding love. When I actually like sit down and like actually know the lyrics and like try to like sing the song, it's a really amazing song to sing. Now the fact that they're bleeding love is like, wow, it's like spilling through your pores. That's a big deal. But I don't think about it until like I have to think about it. And so that's why we're discussing it. What is love? What have you thought about when it came to those different aspects? And so another song that came to mind today was Black Eyed Peas. You know that song? What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mama. or drama? I think the whole world's addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring you trauma. Overseas, yeah, we trying to stop terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK. So if you only have love for your own race, then you only leave space to discriminate, and to discriminate only generates hate. And when you hate, then you're bound to get irate. Yeah, madness is what you demonstrate. And that's exactly how anger works and operates. Now you got to have love just to set it straight, to take control of your mind and meditate, let your soul gravitate to the love. People killing, people dying, children hurt and even crying. Can you practice what you preach? Don't you turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us. Send some guidance from above. Those people got me questioning. Where is the love? So that is a question. Where is the love? What is love? And that's why we're on this journey. Today we're outside, enjoying the heat of love. And I'm glad that you're here with me on this journey. So let's continue to dive in. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your love story through the songs that you love. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. We are still in the heat of what is love. Thought of something else. You know this good old banger, this throwback, ready? Mm, mm, mm. You got a friend in me. Mm, mm. You got a friend in me. That's another category. Another category of love. Another category of love that dives into the friendship aspect, you know? If you listen and you watched all the Toy Stories, especially the first one, and you see the love that Woody had for Andy, etc., 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 then have you ever experienced anything like that? Have you had any love for, you know, a family member like that, or a best friend like that, or even a best friend that became a love interest? I want to hear from you. Let's go. What is your favorite love song? What frees you when it comes to these songs? If you've learned anything this week, if you want to drop some wise things into the comments, you're welcome. And thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Please continue to tune in. Let's go.